Somewhere along the way, many women learned to downplay that longing. We were told it was too much, too emotional, too needy. But captivating reframes that desire as sacred, something placed in us by God Himself. Hello, awesome belongers. Welcome home to Here Where You Belong. I've got another special message for you, just you and me again. As we stand on the edge of a new year, many of us are reflecting on who we are, who we've been, and where we truly belong. This message is for my lady listeners, and if the gentlemen want to better understand the mystery of women, you're invited to listen in too. And I've got a special note for you later that you're going to want to hear. Today, I want to talk about a book that has deeply resonated with me. I recently discovered it even though it was published in 2021. The title is Captivating by John and Stacey Eldridge. This book isn't about fixing women or telling us who we should be. Instead, it invites us to consider who we already are and how deeply we long to be seen, known, and chosen. If you've ever felt invisible, overlooked, or like you had to earn your place, this episode is for you. One of the central ideas in Captivating is this: every woman carries a deep longing to be seen and delighted in, not for attention, not for approval, but for connection. This is an important distinction. Somewhere along the way, many women learned to downplay that longing. We were told it was too much, too emotional, too needy. But Captivating reframes that desire as sacred, something placed in us by God Himself. Belonging begins when someone looks at us and says, I see you. And maybe the quiet question you've been carrying is this: where have I learned to hide my heart in order to belong? This book also names something many women recognize immediately: the wound of invisibility. So many women have experienced being overlooked, objectified, silenced, or subtly taught that their voice takes up too much space. Most women don't lose their voice all at once. They slowly learn it isn't safe for us to use. And when belonging feels uncertain, we adapt. We perform, we please, we strive, or we quietly withdraw. If this feels tender as you're listening, I want you to hear this clearly. You are not broken. You are responding to a very real, very human longing, the longing to belong. This is where Captivating begins to offer healing. The God we meet in Scripture is not distant or distracted. He's attentive. He is present. He is pursuing. Over and over again, we see Jesus noticing women. Think about it, meeting them at the wells, in crowds, in moments of grief and quiet courage. He sees not just what they do, but who they are. Healing doesn't come from striving harder or doing better. Healing comes from being known. Belonging isn't something we earn, it's something we receive. And perhaps the most freeing truth of all is this: God delights in you, not because of what you accomplish, but because of who you are. Let me say that again. God delights in you, not because of what you accomplish, but because of who you are. I want to pause here and speak directly to the men who may be listening. And ladies, you may want to share this episode with your men if they're not here listening. First, thank you for being here. Your presence in this conversation matters more than you realize. It's not about blame. It's not about getting it wrong. Many men were never taught how powerful their attention could be or how deeply women carry words and moments. But I want you to know this: you have tremendous influence. When you listen without trying to fix, when you name what you see, when you protect a woman's voice in a room, you are helping heal something tender and long-standing. Sometimes the most transformative thing you can say is simply, I see you. You don't have to solve her problem. You don't have to make it better. You just have to witness it. And when women feel safe and seen, something beautiful happens. They stop guarding their hearts and start offering them. That creates belonging not just for women, but for everyone. Belonging isn't a women's issue or a men's issue. It's a human issue. And we build it together. Thank you for choosing to be part of that story. One of the most hopeful messages and captivating is that God doesn't remove a woman's desires. He redeems them. A healed heart doesn't stop longing. It longs from a place of security instead of scarcity. When a woman knows who she is, she no longer begs to belong. She creates belonging. She shows up whole. She loves freely. She invites others in. And that, my friend, is leadership. That is belonging in action. I want to leave you with a few gentle questions for women and for men. Ask yourself honestly, where do I feel most seen right now? Where have I learned to hide parts of myself in order to belong? How might I help someone else feel seen this week? There's no rush to answer. Belonging unfolds slowly and kindly. As we step into a new year, I want you to hear this clearly. Your heart is not too much. Your longing is not wrong. You were created for connection. You are seen, you are known, and you belong. Thank you for spending this time with me. Wherever you are, may you hear and know where you belong. This is Dia Irby with Here Where You Belong. Stay connected, stay true to yourself, and always remember, you belong. Bye now.
Thanks for tuning in to Hear Where You Belong. We hope today's episode has inspired you to embrace the beauty of belonging in your own life. Remember, no matter where you are or where you're headed, you have a place where you truly belong. Join us again next time for more insightful conversations and heartwarming stories. Until then, stay connected, stay true to yourself, and always remember that you belong.